The Federal Communications Commission issued its largest fine in agency history, $299,997,000, against an auto warranty robocall operation that placed 5 billion calls in just 3 months. Not 5 billion over a decade, 5 billion in 90 days, to 550 million phone numbers. The people running it were already banned for life from telemarketing. They moved the operation to Panama and kept dialing. That fine is the price tag on one operation. The extended vehicle warranty industry processes over $33 billion a year in contracts. And the business model that funds those robocalls and those panicked voicemails about your expiring coverage is the same model behind the contract sitting in your glove box right now. By the end of this video, you'll know the 3 providers to watch out for, the contract clauses designed to deny your claim, and the math that exposed this entire industry. Plus 3 things that actually protect your money. Number 1, CarShield. You have seen their commercials. Celebrity endorsements, smiling customers that promise that you will never pay for expensive car repairs again. In July 2024, the Federal Trade Commission settled with CarShield and its claims administrator, American Auto Shield, for $10 million. The FTC found CarShield used endorsers presented as real customers who had never actually purchased a contract. They advertised that customers could use any repair facility. That was not always true. By December 2025, the FTC mailed 168,000 refund checks totaling over $9.6 million to people who had claims denied. CarShield carries an A+ BBB letter grade, but the BBB simultaneously maintains an active consumer alert on their profile, citing a documented pattern of denied claims and misleading sales practices. Pissed Consumer scores them 1.4 out of 5. That is number 1. And it is not even the worst part of this industry. Number 2. The exclusion clauses. This is what mechanics and claims adjusters know, and most vehicle owners do not. Every major warranty contract contains language designed to give the administrator a reason to deny your claim pre-existing conditions. If the problem started before your contract activated, denied. Wear and tear parts, brake pads, belts, hoses, spark plugs, batteries. The most common failure items on any vehicle. Excluded, diagnostic fees. You pay a shop $150 to $300 just to diagnose the problem. Most contracts do not reimburse that charge if the repair turns out to be excluded. You pay to find out they will not pay. And continued operation. If a covered part fails and you keep driving to reach the repair shop, secondary damage is excluded. The California Department of Insurance spells it out in their consumer guide. The contract is not a safety net. It is a document with dozens of trapdoors in every page. If you have made it this far, subscribe, because I cover industry breakdowns like this every week, and the research does not get any less alarming. Number 3, endurance warranty. They market themselves as a direct administrator, no broker middleman, with a stress-free claims process in as little as 48 hours. In March 2025, a federal class action was filed against Endurance in the Northern District of Illinois. The lawsuit alleges that Endurance takes weeks to months to process claims and denies them without justification. One plaintiff had a $7,200 transmission claim denied because his maintenance receipts were handwritten instead of computer-generated. Endurance also requires a notarized cancellation form to end your contract. BBB complaints describe 6 to 8 week refund delays even after submitting that form. Number 4. CARCHEX. Unlike CarShield and Endurance, CARCHEX is a broker. They sell the contract, but the claim goes to a separate administrator like Royal Administration Services or American Auto Shield. That layered structure means when your claim gets denied, CARCHEX points at the administrator, and the administrator points back at CARCHEX. One documented. BBB complaint shows a customer who paid $5,353 for a Centennial plan on a 2012 Mini Cooper. When the fuel pump failed, Royal Administration approved $151.80 of a $1,668 repair. Trustpilot rates CARCHEX 2.3 out of 5. Pissed Consumer rates them 1.5. Now pause. CarShield and CARCHEX both route claims through American Auto Shield. Different logos on the website, different spokespeople in the commercials, same company deciding whether your engine repair gets covered. That is not a coincidence. That is a business model. And if you are watching this thinking the marine industry runs a cleaner version of the same game, it does not. The dealer decoded playbook inside the bilge files breaks down exactly how a $35,000 boat becomes $78,000 through financing tricks, invented fees, and service contracts built on the same exclusion logic you just watched me tear apart. Scan the QR code, or hit the link in the description and pinned comment. Number 5. The math itself. Consumer Reports surveyed their members and found that 55% of people who bought an extended vehicle warranty never used it for a single repair. Among those who did file a claim, the median savings was $837. The average price paid was $1,214. That is a net loss of over $375 per buyer. Including the people who never filed at all, the median savings across all buyers was $0. Meanwhile, AAA puts average annual vehicle maintenance and repair at about $1,519. A transmission replacement, the catastrophic repair warranty companies use to scare you into buying, runs $2,500 to $7,000. But those are exactly the claims where pre-existing condition and maintenance documentation exclusions get deployed most aggressively. That is the list. And I want to be clear about something before we move on. The point was never to leave you paranoid about car repairs. The point was to show you where the money actually goes. So here is what does work. 3 approaches, and they are simpler than any warranty contract. First, self-insure. Take the $2,000 to $4,000 you would spend on a warranty and put it in a high-yield savings account dedicated to vehicle repairs. Based on AAA's data, a $3,000 fund covers the statistically expected repair load for 2 full years with money left over. You keep what you do not spend. The warranty company keeps what you do not claim. Second, if you absolutely must buy extended coverage, buy it from the vehicle manufacturer directly. Toyota, Honda, Ford, and GM all offer extended service plans administered by their own dealer networks. These have the lowest denial rates and the clearest contract language because the manufacturer's reputation is attached to every claim decision. Third-party brokers do not carry that accountability. Third, if you already own a warranty, pull the actual contract out of your glove box tonight. Not the marketing brochure, the contract. Read the exclusion section. Check the deductible per visit. Check the labor rate cap. Then make one call to your provider and ask them point blank, if my transmission fails next Tuesday, what documentation do I need to have the claim approved? Record that answer. You now know something that most people paying monthly on an extended warranty right now do not. The gap between what these companies advertise and what the contract actually covers is the only thing you need to understand about this industry. The branding outlasted the protection a long time ago. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next, so go ahead and click it. And if you made it all the way to the end, you already know this channel does not waste your time. Hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.